Hey guys, Jenna here, and I am going to share with y'all my Central 55 and my molasses. So let's get started by sharing the screen. Get rid of that little guy, then go to my first rule. So my first rule was rule number 3, and in the book, it's the one that's talking about congratulating and uplifting the students. And I chose this rule because I feel like it's important to not always just say what the students do wrong. You need to congratulate them and uplift them to, well, it boosts their confidence and then it makes them work harder, I think, and I just think that makes it happier. And for the younger children, I modify this by saying when a student gets a question correct or does something awesome, we vocally tell them or celebrate by clapping. And the thing I really want to stress on this is yes, question correct. You're going to be answering questions in school, but that does something awesome because you can do awesome things in school that doesn't always relate to the schoolwork, and not every child is going to be awesome at the schoolwork, where you still need to find things to congratulate them on. So if they do a kind gesture, help clean up a mess, anything like that's something that we should congratulate as a whole class and just a teacher by telling them like, hey Johnny, that was awesome what you did, or just by clapping. So an activity you could do that is practicing in it. So at the tables, or if you're at carpet time, just have the kids turn to one another and say, give them a compliment, say something awesome they've done this week, just anything like that. And I feel like it would help promote positivity in the classroom. And then my second rule was rule number 47. So this is the Dorito rule that Ron Clark did, where he said no Doritos allowed, and if he saw them, like he smashed them up and caused a big scene. And the moment I heard that, I knew I wanted something like that in my classroom because I think it keeps it fun. And I chose keep it clean. And the reason I chose this was because it's a rule that I'm going to make fun, but also like a rule they need to know, something they should practice in life. And my activity for this is going to be, well, it's going to be activity that's the whole year long. It's not just one time. And basically what's it going to be? It's going to be like freeze. And so if we're lining up for recess and I see that someone didn't push their chair, and I'll say, everyone freeze. And I'll say, I spy with my little eye something with 4 legs that's not pushed in like it's supposed to be. And then we stand there, everyone has to freeze until a student realizes that I'm talking about the chair, and then they go and push in that chair. And then we're able to go to recess or lunch. And I think this will be fun just because it sounds like a fun activity, but also to teach them to clean because they're not going to want to miss recess or lunchtime. So I was pretty excited about that one. Then my third rule for Central 55 was rule number 54. And in the book, this rule was Carpe Diem, which means seize the day. And I chose this one because I feel like there's going to be bad days. There's going to be days where you don't want to go to work at all ages. So I feel like it's important for them to know, like, it's a bad day, let's push through and give it our all. So that's how I modified it, by just saying give your all, because I realized not all students are going to know what Carpe Diem means. So give your all, just no matter what we're doing, if we're lying up for lunch, if we're eating lunch, if we are doing a worksheet, if we're taking a test, anything like that, just give it your all. Even if it's not the best work, just give it all you have for that day. And a way to implement this is just daily routine, or whenever you're cleaning up, center time, give your all. Make sure everything's cleaned up. I think that will be fun for the children. So that's all my Central 55. And then for my molasses, here's my top 10, and I'll start by reading that. Number 1, teach children to believe in themselves and don't destroy the dream. 2, not every child deserves a cookie. 3, listen. 4, treat every child as if he or she were your own. 5, know your students. 6, welcome students and families to your school in style. Roll out the red carpet. 7, give children a chance to respond and don't give up so quickly. 8, have fun. 9, remember that the little things can make all the difference. And 10, let the students shine. So the reason why I chose one of these, or the reason I chose all of these, while looking through the book, I was looking for things that's not just apply to a classroom, like raise your hand before speaking, put your name on your paper. I wanted rules that are important to the classroom, but they can also be carried out into real life and life lessons. And I believe every single one of these can be that. And a way I want to implement these are just daily life. I want to start by giving an example the first week of school. So an example is be listen. Play the phone game. Whenever you like put all the kids in a circle and then you whisper in their ear something, and then like I whisper chocolate chip cookie to Johnny. Johnny whispers to Sally, Sally to Tommy, on and on and on. And then when it gets back to me, is it still chocolate chip cookie or is it something else? That's just a fun activity to teach them to listen that I thought would be like they're learning a life lesson without really recognizing it. And I feel like those are the most important. So that's why I want to implement that. And then to explain these to y'all is like I said, every single one of them can apply to real life. The have fun, that should be the general for everything that people do. Let the students shine. For myself as a teacher, I want the students to know that this is about them instead of me. And that is exactly how every single one of these go and are important to me. So that's why I chose them all. And that's my essential and molasses.